voice.
Have our
Beautiful voices.
to share,
Pray.
to learn,
To teach.
to know,
To grow.
Share secrets.
to love.
I want to hear your story.
I never really had a very clear concept of what God was, how He worked in people's lives growing up. The very first tragedy in my life that caused me to really question God's existence was when my big brother was killed in a car accident in 1976 at age 22. He had gotten married and had been married about 6 weeks before he was killed. My life really changed. No one talked about it. No one talked about faith. Everything was going wrong in my life. I would pray and wouldn't get an answer, and I walked away and I stopped believing. I lost my faith completely. And something happened that I considered divine intervention that made me change and made me start coming to church. My son Chris loves to teach Vacation Bible School, and he taught this summer like he does every summer, and he was put in there with a lady that hadn't ever taught before.
I was working at VBS, and after the whole thing had been over, I've been working with her the whole week, and I brought home the class picture that we had. I brought home the class picture, and I just put it down on the table, and my mom picked it up, and she goes, "Chris, what's that girl's name?" And I go, "Oh, that's Suzy." She goes, "You're never going to believe this, but you know who she is." She told me the whole story, and I found out how she was my aunt. Very cool. Very cool.
Pretty awesome.
Really awesome. It's extremely awesome.
And Nico said, we're going to have a great Thanksgiving this year.
Yeah. God works miracles.
Yes, He does.
It's really awesome. It's amazing.
Say that again, over.
God works miracles. He really does. And I definitely learned that through VBS and through this experience.
And now?
It was really special to have Chris come up to me after church. That was like when he told me, he said, "Can I tell you something really weird?" I was going, "Well, sure." He goes, and he told me he was my nephew.
How did it feel? It felt great. It was awesome. It was amazing.
It was amazing to see Chris.
I learned that God has been with me this entire time, the entire time that I had thought He had abandoned me. And I got to tell you that I think that He was working through Chris the entire time. What have you learned about God?
I've learned from God that you need to get out of your comfort zone once in a while. It was really uncomfortable for me to teach at the Vacation Bible School, and sometimes God uses you just through being in a picture. And I've learned through the years that God is always with you. Mm-hmm. You've got to listen to the little nudges, and
Yes, you do.
that's
Amen.
amen. That's it.